Hello sewing friends, Deb here, Slap Happy Sewing, bringing you an edition of Friday Sews. Well, I know it's been a few weeks since I spoke to you last, and I must admit life has got in the way of sewing big time, which is what I guess it does for all of us. But of course, if you're a sewing vlogger, you do feel a kind of that you should try to check in with your wonderful viewers and subscribers who support you so well. But I'm afraid that just hasn't been possible. First of all, we had, basically we're having our COVID epidemic now. So we're having an Omicron epidemic. It's all being really well managed. I don't think things are going too badly wrong. We haven't got too many people in hospital, etc, etc. But I work in the health and safety department of a university, and as you can imagine, the whole thing kicking off the way it has caused a lot of work. And I'm proud of the work that I've been doing, but it really has been morning, noon and night, and definitely not working part-time for the last few weeks. So that's pretty much over. The real peak of that work is over now, thank goodness. But then the whole thing about Ukraine, it's weighing so heavily on me. Because I don't know if some of you can relate to this, but you know, I grew up in the Cold War, and I remember as a child and as a teenager lying awake at night worrying about what would happen, and I think it's kind of dragged up some of those feelings. And the whole thing about Ukraine, it's just so tragic. So to be honest, I haven't actually been in much of a mind to sew. However, there's a point at which maybe when you get a little less sad that maybe sewing can be your escape. So I have managed to, I couldn't really think about doing anything new, but I did reach into my drawer and try and finish a couple of projects. So I'm going to show you those now. Not the greatest successes, I would say, but anyway, see what you think. So this is the muslin of the Sinclair daisy pleated woven blouse. See? Now, I call it a muslin. I mean, I'm not so sure about this colour on me for a start, but anyway, and this crinkly fabric probably isn't right, and I know I should probably be wearing a slip top underneath. However, it was good to run through it. The reason it's got the black around the neckline is because I made such a pig's ear of doing the binding that I had to actually add something else to make it look decent. And then I thought I better add something to the sleeves. I am pretty sure I haven't put the sleeves in correctly. If you notice, everything is sort of coming forward. I like the pleats. I like the pleats a lot. But, and I think they're excellent. And the beautiful thing about Sinclair patterns is this has got a much bigger cup. What is it? DD, E, something like that. And it's got more room with the pleats. A brilliant style for someone like me with a big bust. However, those sleeves, I'm pretty sure I didn't put them on correctly. Not really sure. Next time I'm going to make a lot more effort to match up the dots and things. Is it wearable? Probably. Oh, another thing is Sinclair have short, medium and tall files, and this is the tall file, and it's actually really nice for someone as tall as me not to have to lengthen anything. And in fact, this is really long actually. I don't know if it's a bit too long or if it's just that I'm so used to things being a bit on the short side that that's what I've got used to. But anyway, I'm not going to fiddle with this anymore. I'll probably wear it as it is. I think it will be a useful garment for wearing like with a black cardigan or something for work, a good basic garment. One of the problems though with calling things muslins is once I've made one, I sometimes don't feel like going back and making another one. I do feel a bit like that at the moment. But really what I should do is go back in now and make another one and do it right this time. But you know, that's me, slap happy sewing. I don't mind as long as I get a wearable garment at the end of it. But as you can see, there is something not quite right about the way this all does that. And this is the Cashmerette Concord tee. I think you saw me cut it out a long time ago, but it was in my drawer. It was a simple thing, so I thought I'd finish it. Now, interesting, I thought that the stripe was very loud in it, but having watched a few fashion videos, apparently it's all about colour, and especially kind of oranges. So it's pure accident that I'm actually up with the trends, but hey, let's take it. Another thing is that when I made this using my base pattern that I made. Like, basically I've taken the Cashmerette Concord and cut it out of card. But I think what's happening is I have actually lost a bit of weight, and I think I probably need to start making the pattern a little bit smaller, especially down here. Now this hem, it was kind of caused, I put a band on it, but my machine, there's no way of taking the pressure off the foot that comes down. I don't know why, but it isn't, and I made a bit of a Hanes fit. And you know, I'm kind of wondering whether I should go back in, take this in a small bit, take that and just redo the hem all over again. Whether I will or not, I don't know. I probably never wear this t-shirt this way. I will always be wearing it with something or under something, so maybe it's not so important. Jury's out on that one. And yeah, yesterday I actually managed to get myself out of the house. I've been working at home for the last couple of weeks, and I've been on my own all this week, so I literally hadn't left the house. I've been working so hard and feeling quite isolated and lonely. So I thought, well, you know what, I'll just go to the shops. I think I'll just go to the shops. And of course, charity shops are my favourite places. So I went into the Salvation Army. Anyway, but what I did find was fleece. So I found some fleece. Now, what I liked about this fleece was its colour. It's sort of, don't know if it's going to come out well, but I thought it was a lovely colour. And I thought, well, winter will come soon enough. And a nice piece of fleece. And that was only... it was 1.3 meters by 1.7, $6.50. And then I also bought this. There's a lot of dross in the charity shops actually, and I looked at this and I thought, will I use it? But you know, I actually thought there isn't a lot of this, and it's quite stretchy. But I thought it would make, you know, if you were making something black, it would make nice sleeves, or you know, a black, like a cardigan over top or something like that. So I got that. That's 90 centimeters by 153, probably just about enough for sleeves. And that was $3 from the good old Salvation Army. And then there's this one, which was in my cupboard. I bought this a while ago. If I just show you. Now, probably not exactly my colours, and very, very thin, but it's 115 centimetres wide, and I've got 5 meters of it. Now, one thing about buying fabrics, secondhand fabrics, is that you often only get 2 meters. Generally, I often don't buy things unless they're at least 2 meters, but there's 5 of that. So I don't know what I'll make with that. Maybe a nice little caftan or something. Although I keep, you know, a few days ago I was actually using the heating in the evening, so maybe summer will go soon and we'll be back into winter. Yeah, anyway, can I say, I have been thinking about my participation in Frugal Sews, and I do encourage you to check out the videos. There's been some amazing videos about free patterns, which of course for all of us who like to be frugal is right up our street. Yes, definitely worth a bit of your attention. Oh, I just looked on my phone and realised there's a bit of footage there that's about the style closet. Not as much as I'd hoped, because obviously I haven't been in the right headspace to do it, but I did make a couple of outfits, and I've got some footage of that, so I'll show you. This one's the Curso top. and I wear it. It's been so handy because it's made this little top work, which was a wardrobe orphan, and I'm wearing it with some black trousers. These black trousers I've had for years, and they're very comfortable. They're a little bit stretchy, but they are old as the hills. So that's outfit number one. I'm going to take a photo of this for my style closet. So looking through the wardrobe like this, it actually can be quite pleasurable. So this is a Love Notions blouse and my Ames jeans, and I decided to put on a little vest top underneath because it's a little bit cooler now. We're getting towards autumn. Quite like that. So I'm going to take a photo of this now and put it into my style book app. Now I bought a few items of clothing. I think just a t-shirt, a jumper. Oh, there was about 3 or 4 things, but they were very basic things. But what was interesting there was that was when I first got the intimation, you know, I think I might have actually lost more weight than I thought, because, you know, I don't weigh myself. So I have been taking steps to improve my diet, and I do time restricted eating, but that isn't actually for weight loss. It's because I've been having a lot of trouble with my stomach, which now, to cut a long story short, I'm on the list to have surgery to have my gallbladder out. So I think it dawned on me when I was trying on those clothes that I probably need to go down a size, that I'm probably making and buying clothes as much as I buy clothes, which is very rare. Probably need to start making clothes in one size down from where I was before, and definitely the clothes that I bought with the smaller size fitted me better. And now I've actually been down to the shops to have a look at, try on some clothes and all. I'm very, very rarely tempted to buy anything because most of it doesn't fit me very well, and it's terribly expensive compared to the way I can make it cheaper myself. But I have noticed now that things are fitting me much better if I choose a size down, which I guess is a nice thing. But to be perfectly honest, kind of nothing seems to matter very much to me at the moment. You may have noticed that I am a bit kind of distracted, unfocused and emotional, and as I said, it's all due to the Ukraine situation. I just wish we could stop having wars and causing all the mayhem and suffering for so many people who are caught up in the middle of it. Just breaks my heart, it really does. So I'm afraid it's a short one from me this week. I wish you all happy sewing. Let sewing be our escape in troubled times, eh? I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.